Revelation 1776. From the 14th of January 1941. Just thinking and acting. The righteous man will never be ashamed of his actions, even though he does not always win the approval of his fellow human beings. For the principle of the righteous is to be able to take responsibility for everything he does towards his fellow human beings and also towards God. God will always approve of his way of acting, but not his fellow human beings, because they only want to recognize that which brings them benefit. However, one's own benefit cannot always be derived from a just action, just as earthly blessings do not always accrue to one's fellow human beings. However, just thinking is of great benefit to the soul because it demonstrates the inclination towards truth as well as the will to do good. For only he who wants the good will also call a just mind his own. Therefore, every just action will result in God's blessing, the just thinking person will earn God's favor, and the neighbor will be granted what the unjust thinking person sometimes denies him. To act justly towards one's neighbor always means to do or give him the same as the person demands for himself. Justice can be taught to man by forcing him from childhood to put his own desires behind and to first fulfill what is necessary for the good of his fellow man. He must be urged to do so by his love, and he must resist resorting to such means as can obviously be called unjust. He must always act according to the best of his right and conscience. He may not prefer one or the other but must request divine assistance. Then it will be impossible for him to do something which goes against justice, and therefore he may not fear earthly authority either. For he who gives people such commandments will also guide the human being's spirit into right thinking so that he will always know what is right and wrong and what corresponds to divine will. And he will follow the inner voice which truly advises him correctly. Amen.